morning, everyone. I'm Haley Kober.
And I am Kathleen Walsh. In the news today, serving up freshman tailgate and a closer look at the Media Center. In early November, Dr. Charles Britton and math teacher Scott DeMeo will be going to Washington, D.C. for a two-day conference to receive the National Blue Ribbon Award. This award is a highly prestigious award. 2 schools in Connecticut and 51 in the country have achieved this honor in 2014. DeMeo said, "It's nice to be recognized by an outside group. One thing that can't be overlooked is the students. We can deliver the message, but ultimately it was a lot about test scores and students' achievement that really got us the award." The two-day conference will include networking with other schools about their methods of teaching, and the formal award ceremony where the awards will be presented by the Secretary of Education and other government officials.
On October 15th, freshman and senior Link Crew leaders gathered in the Brady Center during PSATs and plan testing to watch a movie and do activities on stereotypes. While sophomores and juniors were testing, freshmen were watching the movie My Bodyguard. The movie's lesson was to eliminate stereotyping a person based off of rumors and the way they look. After watching the movie, freshmen split into smaller groups to discuss ideas from the movie, as well as different types of people that are in our school community. Burgers, hot dogs, footballs, and friends. Chloe Barker has more to offer on this year's freshman tailgate.
Faculty, Link Crew leaders, and freshmen turned out for the annual freshman tailgate on October 10th. Wendy Carfiello tells us that the tailgate is specially designed just for the freshmen. It helps them build a sense of community, and it all happens before the football game.
Freshman Tailgate is a time for the freshmen to come out, support our football team, get involved in the community, and just have something special that's just for them.
The function helps build a strong relationship between the freshmen and Link Crew, fostering what had started at the beginning of the year. The main function of the freshman tailgate is to bring the student body together for some good food, good times at the football game that the freshmen might not normally attend.
Have the freshmen introduced maybe to a football game that they've never been to before, and let the seniors and the juniors and the freshmen hang out, eat burgers, eat dogs, and have a good time.
The freshmen use the event to socialize, meet new people, and hang out in the high school style.
Meet some new people, like get around a bit, because that's kind of what high school is about, to know people and to be there. So there you go.
There was a big turnout at the freshman tailgate, marking it another successful year at Amity High School.
It has been a tough season for the Amity football team, which currently sits at 2-4 and is coming off a 40-6 loss last week to SEC counterpart Notre Dame of West Haven. A tough schedule, filled with traditional powerhouses including Shelton and Xavier, has not been kind on the Spartans, although they have won by a large margin against Wallingford and have shut out Lyman Hall 31-0 here at Amity. The team is led by senior captains Matt Adelino, Jack Demersion, and wide receiver Sean Grenier. The team has been described by Adelino as having a lot of good skill players, including kick return man Colin Bollier and wide receiver Austin Mosley. On the defensive side, Adelino is one of the lead tacklers, and Josh Arata leads the team in sacks. The Spartans travel to New Haven on the 24th to play Wilbur Cross. The Nutmeg Scholarship honors the exceptional accomplishments of Connecticut high school seniors. All semifinalists and finalists in the National Achievement Scholarship Program, the National Hispanic Recognition Program, and the National Merit Semifinalist competition, in addition to outstanding students from every Connecticut high school, may apply. Nominations will be made by the Guidance Counselor's Office at each Connecticut high school. To be eligible for nomination, the student must be a Connecticut resident graduating from a Connecticut high school. The undergraduate admissions application must be completed by November 1st, 2014. Selection is highly competitive. For more information, please see an Amity counselor.
This year, the Amity Theater Department will be performing David Rimmer's New York. New York takes place after the 9/11 terrorist attack on the United States and follows 15 people as they tell their stories to a psychiatrist. After the cast list went up following auditions, actors in the play started preparing for their roles by watching, as one actor states, heart-wrenching documentaries on the 9/11 terrorist attack. Students in the performance are excited to share their stories with the Amity student body. Yulia Farina, a sophomore, taking the role as the stepdaughter, stated, "My excitement to perform for the Amity body cannot be contained. Students will be able to watch New York during the school hours, but can buy tickets to continue to support this year's play. The show dates for New York are December 2nd to December 6th. There is more than just new faces in the Media Center this year. George Grothier has the report.
During this past summer, the Amity Media Center underwent several changes in staff, setup, and structure. The Library Media Center at Amity features several new aspects this year. New staff, Robert Musco and Karen McConnell, have put many new systems and policies into place in an effort to make the Media Center the best that it can possibly be. Prior to making the switch to media specialist, Mr. Musco worked as a world language teacher here at Amity. Ms. McConnell was previously employed in Waterbury, and due to the shortage of high school librarians in Connecticut, chose Amity over other opportunities.
When I graduated, I was looked at by 3 or 4 different school districts, and I chose Amity out of, 5 different schools.
One aspect of the new and improved library is the new reservation-only system on 15 of the Media Center's computers. This effort is intended to give priority to students who need a computer for schoolwork over those who come to the library for non-academic reasons.
I like it because if I need to work on a computer and I can reserve one and then guarantee that I have a computer to work on, there's not people taking up those computers to play games or something.
The new computer system is only one of a wide variety of new programs and policies in the Media Center, which features increased materials, enhanced private study areas, a 4-person to a table policy, and a rigid noise maximum.
We doubled our graphic novel collection. We've had a couple of students that were really excited. I'm really passionate about graphic novels. I really think that they're kind of like the gateway drug to avid readers. I think that if somebody tells me that they hate to read, I can put a graphic novel in their hands and they're like, oh, I would like to read this actually.
However, with positive comes negative, and some students are in fact critical of the mandatory study hall sign-in, followed by signing in the Media Center, opining that signing in at the Media Center should be sufficient and that signing in twice is unnecessary and redundant. In an effort to gain feedback, both positive and negative, the librarians have introduced a new student committee to meet regularly and discuss student ideas and ways to improve the efficiency of the library. Last Thursday, October 23rd, the Amity Cafeteria played host to the official launch party of the 2014-2015 Media Center, an invitation-only event for those who regularly visit the library.
Let's say that you were interested and you let me know that you're interested and why you wanted to participate, and I invited you to be on that council. We would meet and talk about what your peers need and how we can best meet them, because eventually we're going to be recognized as being the best high school library in the New England area. We will. We'll get there. We might not be there today, but we will definitely arrive.
At this event, students were given a chance to apply for the new student committee. For WABN Real News, I'm George Grothier.
A financial aid will be held on Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m. in the Brady Center at the Amity Regional High School. The financial aid night presentation will focus on application process and essential documents necessary to apply for college or university tuition financial assistance. Halloween is this Friday, October 31st. This is the day when many Amity High School students choose to wear costumes to school. Administration asks that students respect all rules related to the school's dress code. Students are not allowed to wear masks, carry imitation weapons, use inline skates, roller skates, or skateboards as part of their costumes. Students are asked to use basic common sense when selecting costumes for school.
On October 24th and 25th, the Amity Music Department produced its annual Music in Motion performance. This show featured the Amity Band, combined choirs, color guard, and small group or solo performances. This year's act, entitled City Life, featured music by Paul Simon, Alicia Keys, Mac Huff, and others, while including acts inspired by Stomp. Choir President Emily Borlas stated that Music in Motion is one of the most amazing experiences ever, whether you are in it or watching it. The show also includes a variety of rhythm acts depicting city life, such as basketballs, newspapers, and matchboxes. Said band president Eli Baum, Music in Motion brings the music alive with marching, dancing, and other amazing acts. It is one of my favorite performances each year, and this year's show was no exception. Up next for the band and choir is the winter concert on December 11th.
At 7 p.m. on October 16th, the Amity Music Department showcased a music event best known as the Coffee House. At the Coffee House, the audience was entertained by the Amity talent. The audience was treated with complimentary coffee and baked goods. Christopher Hickerson said that at the Coffee House, students audition and then perform songs, sometimes by solo and sometimes by small ensembles. The expected outcome was to have a smaller crowd, claimed sophomore Oriana Mack, due to the non-publication of the Coffee House as compared to Pops or Music in Motion. Emily Borlis, Amity senior, says, "It's really awesome that we have so many people willing to perform at Amity." That will do it for news today. For all of us here at Amity Real News, I am Kathleen Walsh.
And I'm Haley Kober. Stay classy, Amity.